Following the ascent of Jesus to his throne in heaven, God fulfilled his promise that his beloved servants, known as saints, would perform greater works than Jesus to demonstrate his great love for humanity in incredible ways. This is the miracle of saints. Nicholas of Myra lived in the late 2nd to early 3rd century. That's a really, really long time ago. And it was obvious even from his birth that Nicholas was destined to live a life filled with wonder. Desiring to visit the land where Jesus lived, Nicholas made a decision one day to travel to the Holy Land. Planes hadn't been invented yet, so he had to settle for the old-fashioned way of traveling a long distance by boat. And here's the thing about sailing. It takes some time to get to your destination. Since he didn't have a portable gaming device, those hadn't been invented yet either, he spent the long voyage in prayer and worship, which was a better use of his time anyway. While he was praying, Nicholas was surprised when he foresaw a huge storm descending upon the modest boat. But he was even more surprised when the sailors laughed at his warning. "There's not a cloud in the sky," they confidently replied. Well, their pride was quickly extinguished when, right at that very moment, black clouds surrounded them on all sides. Rolling waves tossed the ship about, and lightning flashed over the sail. Those men who laughed at Nicholas, yeah, they lost it. They dove for cover, plugging their ears, and cried for their mother. Nicholas shook his head and smiled. He knew he didn't have to fear the storm like they did. He knew the God who commanded all storms. "Don't be afraid," he called out to the others. He told them to take courage and trust in the Lord. Heading to the bow of the ship, Nicholas fell on his knees and began to pray. He prayed and prayed and prayed, while the others cried and cried and cried. As Nicholas prayed, the clouds miraculously lifted. The sea grew calm, and the sun shone bright over the amazed crew. They all jumped for joy and cheered, which wasn't a great idea for the sailor at the top of the mast. He fell with a crunch to the deck of the ship. It didn't look good. But that's when Nicholas did yet another astonishing act. With the power of prayer, the man was restored to full health. A wind caught the sail, and the boat and its passengers arrived safely to the port. These are the marvelous works of God done through his beloved servants, the saints, so that God's greatness is made known across the universe.
Hello, viewers. I have some great news. Christian Kids TV now has 228 patrons at the time of releasing this video. Thank you so much. This is such a great start. As promised, once we reach the goal of 500 patrons, we will release our first full-length movie, Our Lady of Lord, for free on YouTube. Yes, all our brothers and sisters across the world can watch and learn the story of Saint Bernadette and the miracle of Our Lady of Lord with your support. Get early access to our videos, get your name listed in the video credits, and more such rewards by supporting us at patreon.com/ChristianKids.